This is Multiversus, the new free-to-play platform fighter. With it comes a ton of costumes from Warner Bros. Properties. So things like Looney Tunes, DC, Cartoon Network. It gets insane. So today, we're listing off every costume reference. Let's get started.
First up is Bugs Bunny, the main star of the Looney Tunes. Bugs' first costume is Brunhilde Bugs, taken from the short What's Opera Doc, in which Bugs and Elmer parody a bunch of Richard Wagner's famous operas. His next costume is Hollywood Bugs, taken from the short A Hair Grows in Manhattan, in which Bugs explains his rise to stardom in the costume. The next costume is Maestro Bugs, taken from the short Rhapsody Rabbit, in which Bugs is performing a piano rhapsody in front of an audience. The next costume I initially thought to be a mask reference, but it's actually a reference to the Bugs Bunny show. Oh, and the name is This Is It, or something. The next two costumes are taken directly from the Space Jam duology of films, Toon Squad 96 and Toon Squad. These outfits are from the original 1996 Space Jam and the 2021 sequel, A New Legacy, respectively. Finally is an alt known as Tooniverse. This is an alt that almost all the characters have. Oh, sorry, stutter there. The only exceptions are Black Adam, Rick, Morty, Marvin, Steven Universe, Wonder Woman, and Batman. This is a cel-shaded art style. You know, the kind you see in excellent video games like... Hold on, let me think. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, or Mutants in Manhattan. Oh wait, that game sucked. Next up we have Taz, the Tasmanian Devil. His first costume is Beachcomber Taz. An original costume, but the old style could be a reference to his age. The next two costumes are like Bugs, being Toon Squad 96 and Toon Squad, also taken from Space Jam and Space Jam A New Legacy, respectively. His next costume is a different character, the Tasmanian She-Devil, essentially Taz's love interest, and also your generic Tooniverse alt. Next up we have Mr. In the Name of Mars, Marvin. His first costume is Commander X2, being taken from his appearance in the Duck Dodgers TV show. The next costume likely builds up on that, being Galactic Romance Marvin. If you take a look at the helmet, it's the same as Commander X2, and here's why. He has a crush on the Queen of Mars in that show. Why is there a queen? Anyways, next is Toon Squad 96 and Toon Squad. The funny thing about this is, he doesn't even play for the Toon Squad. In the original Space Jam, he was a referee, but in the Space Jam A New Legacy, he was only seeing stock art. I don't get it. They lied to me. LeBron James? You know, the guy from the Los Angeles Lakers. However, here, it's his appearance from Space Jam 2, as that's the one that Warner Bros. Owns. His first costume is Amazon Defense LeBron, taken from a moment where they're trying to recruit people for their basketball team, and they end up going to the Wonder Woman world to recruit Lola Bunny. The next costume is literally titled I'm Freaking Robin, taken from another moment in Space Jam 2 where they're recruiting people, this time Daffy and Porky, where LeBron wears this whenever they enter the DC world, with the name being his literal reaction to the costume. The next costume is Sheriff LeBron, taken from another moment in Space Jam 2, where instead of recruiting, he's just there with Bugs in the bar. That's it. And then, of course, your Tooniverse alt. It's become regular nowadays. Now, moving away from Looney Tunes, let's talk about DC, starting with the Caped Crusader. I'm Batman. His first costume is Samurai Batman, a vaguely similar outfit to that seen in Batman Ninja, where he and all of Gotham are transported to feudal Japan, and this is what he wears. The next costume is titled The Animated Series, literally taken from the famous Batman The Animated Series back in the 90s. His next costumes are rather generic holiday seasoning and stuff. You got Night to Remember for Valentine's, Ugly Sweater for Christmas with the Batmobile, you have Gotham Guardian t-shirt, and the regular Tooniverse. Next up we have Superman. You know the guy. His first costume is Black Lantern Superman, a sort of zombie-like appearance. Here's the lore. A series of events cause Superman to be reanimated by the Black Lantern, giving him a zombie appearance and the end goal of eliminating all life on Earth. His next costume is 1 million, giving him a shiny gold appearance. In the 1 million storyline, after outliving everyone he's loved, Superman flew to the sun and stayed up there for quite a while, giving him the shiny gold appearance we see in Multiversus. His final costumes are the same as Batman's: Love Struck for Valentine's, Ugly Sweater for Christmas, Gotham Guardian, and Tooniverse. Next up, we have Princess Diana, aka Wonder Woman. Her first costume is same as Superman's, Black Lantern. Same lore here, only this time she wields an axe instead of a sword. Her next costume is titled Bloodlines, taken from the Wonder Woman Bloodlines movie, in which she wears this same costume at one point. Her next costume is Golden Armor. She wears this in the comics, but all I could find was this Wonder Woman 1984 picture. Her final costumes are seasonal themes, being Aphrodite's Blessing for Valentine's Day and Wave Guardian for summer. Next up, we have the anti-hero, Black Adam. His first costume is The Rock. This comes from the 2022 Black Adam movie. The next costume is titled Comic Classic Black Adam. This is his original appearance in the Shazam comics. Back then, they were known as Captain Marvel. His final costume is a generic Valentine's alt, being Heart of Kahndaq, or whatever you say it. Editor's note, I forgot the Gotham Guardian, Wonder Woman, and Summer Break Superman. I don't know why I didn't do them. Anyways, let's move on to Harley Quinn. Now we have the Joker's right-hand lady, Harley Quinn. Her first costume is titled Beach Bash Harley. Again, another summer alt. Her next costume is titled Mad Love. Like Batman, this is taken from the famous Batman the Animated Series. Is that thing famous or what? Then we have Love Rave Harley and Task Force X. This is taken from Margaret Robbie's portrayal of the character in the Suicide Squad film. I hope I pronounced the actress's name right. Then we have Clown Squad and Tooniverse. Now we have the Batman's arch nemesis, the Joker. His first costume is an entirely different version of him, the Batman Who Laughs. Essentially Batman, but also Joker? I don't know, man. His next costume is titled The Dark Prince Charming, also taken from a different DC storyline. Then we have The Killing Joke, taken from Batman The Killing Joke. Finally, Clown Squad, which I know I didn't mention this earlier, but I feel like I should. Some characters in Multiversus have a Clown Squad all from the story mode, like Garnet or Velma, and this is what he wears. And then Tooniverse. Now it's adventure time, starting with Finn the Human. His first costume is Snowsuit Finn, taken from the episode Crossover. His next costume is a different character, Fern. After Finn's grass sword split, it merged with his Finn sword to become Fern. Next is Pajama Finn, the pajamas he's most seen with throughout the series, Ugly Sweater, and Tooniverse. Next up is his best bud, Jake the dog. Jake's first costume is Cake, a female cat version of Jake that first appeared in the episode Fiona and Cake. The next costume is a reskin known as Calico Cake. Then we have the five-eyed blued appearance known as Jake the Starchild, which first appeared in Fishhooks II, but the name is taken from the episode Jake the Starchild. Then we have Muddy Jake, which first appeared in the episode The Garden. I know it looks very right. Then we have Ugly Sweater and Tooniverse. Also, fun fact, the Tooniverse thing just... why? Now we have the joke character of this game, the Banana Guard. The Banana Guard's only two costumes are Lady Banana Guard, literally an alternate version of Banana Guard, and Tooniverse Banana Guard. Now we have Steven Universe. His first costume is his wrestling persona, Tiger Millionaire. I think the episode is also called Tiger Millionaire, but it's wrestling. Then we have Coach Steven, an outfit he wears in order to help the team get good at destroying stuff, I guess. And then we have Wedding Steven. Listen, I'd rather not talk about the origins, but here it is. I'll give you a hint though. It's something about reuniting. Now for Garnet, one of the several crystal gems. Her first alt is Reunited Garnet. Again, I won't explain the lore behind it like Steven, but again, it's something with reuniting. Then here's First Fusion Garnet. If you don't know the lore of Steven Universe, apparently Garnet's a fusion of Ruby and Sapphire. I never knew this until now, so this came as a present shock. Then Flashback Garnet, an appearance that Garnet takes on during a flashback of one of the episodes. Then Beach Volleyball Garnet. She has worn this on occasion though, but I couldn't find a clear picture of it. Then Valentine Neon, Clown Squad, and Tooniverse. Now let's get swifty, starting with Rick Sanchez. As of the time of writing, Rick's only other costume is titled SEAL Team Rick. Apparently this was a version of Rick that was sent to hunt down Prime Rick. I guess he's a criminal. Now we have Rick's grandson, Morty Smith. So far, Morty only has two costumes. Evil Morty, as you may expect it's an evil version of Morty, and President Morty, yet another evil version of Morty. How many Mortys are evil? Now let's talk Gremlins, starting with Gizmo. Gizmo's first costume is titled Combat Gizmo. He's a cheese. After seeing a Rambo movie, Gizmo then proceeds to dress up like him and then burn down an entire Stripe hive mind. Then we have Mary Mogwai, which is like this ornament, and Tooniverse. Now for Stripe, Gizmo's villain. His first costume is Combat Stripe, likely to go along with Gizmo's combat. Then we have Biker Stripe and Tooniverse Stripe. Zoinks! It's Shaggy. His first costume is a different person entirely. Uncle Shagworthy, taken from Scarellaw and Camelot. Then we have Dimension of Love, Kung Fu, inspired by Bruce Lee, Ultra Warrior, inspired by famous meme guy Chuck Norris, Showdown Shaggy, inspired by the movie Scooby-Doo Shaggy Showdown, and Tooniverse Shaggy. Alright, now we have Velma Dingley. Her first costume is Witch Velma. It's an original, but whenever she's in Halloween, she's usually seen in a witch costume. Then is Luau Velma, taken from A Tiki Scare is No Fair. Then Astronaut Velma, taken from the movie Scooby-Doo Moon Monster Madness. It's kinda similar, but not entirely. Then we have Ugly Sweater, Valentine Neon, Clown Squad, and Tooniverse. Now for the Iron Giant. His default appearance is taken from a point in the movie where he takes an S off a seafood sign to emulate Superman. Well, isn't that nice of the guy? Huh. His first costume is just his sort of in default appearance, without the S. His second costume is Frankenstein Iron Giant, which I feel like the pose is taken from a point in the movie where he's being shocked by electricity. Then we have Beach Giant. Again, the artwork feels like it could be taken from the moment in which he's cannonballing into a lake. And then Tooniverse Iron Giant. Now for the most iconic of duos, Tom and Jerry. Their first costume is Baker Street Tom and Jerry, taken from the movie Tom and Jerry Meet Sherlock Holmes. The name is a reference to Sherlock Holmes' address. The next costume is Detective Tom and Jerry, taken from detective segments of the Tom and Jerry Show. And then we have Vampire Tom and Jerry. Vampire Tom is taken from the episode Vampire State, but Vampire Jerry is from Vampire Mouse. Then Pirates Tom and Jerry, taken from the movie Tom and Jerry Shirt Me Whiskers. Because pirates. And finally, a costume that isn't even in the game yet, Texas Tom and Jerry, taken from the short Texas Tom. And I said finally, but here's Tooniverse. Now we have the weirdo in a mask, Jason Voorhees. Currently, Jason's only other costume is Uber Jason, taken from Jason X, where he goes to space, mutates, and comes back. Also, Tooniverse. Editor's note, I also forgot to interpret Velma. Let me know where she comes from, because I couldn't find it. Now for Arya Stark, the main protagonist of Game of Thrones. Her first costume is titled No One, taken from her first appearance in the show. Her next costume is titled Water Dancer, taken from a point in the show where she's learning the technique of water dancing. Then in comes Ugly Sweater and Tooniverse, as per usual. Now for this game's original character, Rain Dog. Because of this, all of his costumes are original to the game. Battle Armor, Golden Battle Armor, Mummy, Tea Time, Chef, Dragon, Holiday Cheer, Tycoon, and Tooniverse. Now for Aiden Smith. Wanna know why I saved him for last? Well, here's why. Characters such as Jason Voorhees, Banana Guard, Superman, Bugs Bunny, Jake the Dog, Wonder Woman, and of course Agent Smith have Matrix code variants, based off of the Matrix. Why did I not include these? Well, I guess surprise factor. Whew! That should do it for Multiversus costume references. I hope you enjoyed the video because it took a long time to record and set up. Oh my god. How many hours has it been? Well, I don't know, but I hope I can find you all in Multiversus. Anyways, thank you for watching the video so much. It means a lot to me that this apparently 14-minute long video has been seen by you. So, thanks for that. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell with notifications, and have a nice day.